Wasp or bee sting on a dog. What to do? When an insect flies close to our dog, his hunting instinct calls him to drive it away by biting it. What can be funny with a fly, can become something much more serious with a bee or a wasp. In Gublog we tell you what to do if a bee or wasp stings your dog. The presence of bees or wasps is very common during the summer months. We can find it while taking a walk in a field, when we eat on a terrace or even in our house. Although we know very well the perils that a bee or wasp sting can bring, our dogs simply see an insect flying near them and their instinct prompts them to chase it away. At first glance, they may look the same, but wasps and bees are two very different insects, both in terms of their life cycle and their behavior. Bees are responsible for collecting pollen from flowers and only sting if they are in danger, to defend themselves. Wasps are predators and are therefore more aggressive. They are carnivores, so they are attracted to food when we eat outside, especially meat. If stung, bees lose their stinger and die. This is why they only sting when they are in mortal danger. This is not the case with wasps, which can sting for no reason. The venom of these two species is potentially dangerous, especially if you are allergic to them or if you are bitten several times at the same time. In the case of a wasp or bee sting, the severity of the situation will depend on the specific location where our dog was bitten. Precautions to avoid the bite. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. If we are there when our dog wants to hunt the insect, we can prevent it from being bitten and save us a lot of trouble. The first thing you can do is to immediately remove the elements that attract wasps and bees. If you are eating outside, you should cover the food with cling film or with glass or plastic covers. What most attracts wasps are protein and sugar. Likewise, it is best not to leave our dog's bowl outside, and to be attentive when he eats since the smell of dog food is very attractive to wasps. On the contrary, a smell that makes these insects very uncomfortable is that of incense. Burning a few incense sticks while eating in the garden or preparing meat on the barbecue can help keep them away. We can also act on our dog's behavior, drawing his attention to another point when we see that he is going to try to get the insect. For example, distracting the dog with an activity or game that would allow him to fix his mind on something else. In any case, the best thing to do is to make the dog ignore the presence of the insect. Positive canine training techniques can be of great help, rewarding our dog when he moves away from what we have asked of him, instead of punishing him if he approaches. We can use the non-informative. In dog training, it's a no, pronounced in a soft, almost sung way, and we offer an alternative activity to the dog. Wasp or bee sting in the fur. If the insect bites our dog's fur and he does not have an allergy, he may suffer from a slight inflammation of the area which will lead him to scratch. The first thing to do is to remove the sting very carefully. Then we will clean the area with soap and water so that it does not become infected. We need to stay calm and convey this message to our dog. We will observe it for hours after the bite to make sure things don't get worse. But if our dog is not allergic to insect bites, he will just suffer from a slight inflammation of the area and we need not worry. Despite everything, vigilance is very important because allergies can appear at any time of life and create a reaction when nothing had happened during a previous sting. In the event of an allergic reaction, things can escalate very quickly and reach an anaphylactic shock which would lead to the death of the dog. It is necessary to go to the vet without wasting time. Wasp or bee sting on the face, neck, inside of the mouth or on the muzzle. Even if the dog does not suffer from an allergy, it is important to go to the veterinarian so that he can assess his condition and take action if the situation develops badly. If the inflammation caused by the bite occurs in an air passage area, mouth, throat, nose, the swelling may close the airways and the dog may choke. In the event of a wasp or bee sting in these areas, you should get to the veterinarian as soon as possible. Observe the behavior of the dog in the hours that follow. Even if the dog seems to feel well, it is very important to observe his behavior for several hours after the bite. If we find that he suddenly begins to feel unwell, dizzy or that the inflammation does not stabilize and worsens, we must go to the vet urgently. Particular attention should be paid to very small dogs whose metabolism cannot process the amount of venom the wasp or bee has injected into them.